Jesse Morgan, Vice President of Investor Services for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Properties Group here in the Tampa area. We handle properties all over the top of Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Dunedin, Brandon, Wesley Chapel, and many others. I'm here with Kathy Gaspari, who is the Supervisor of Investor Services, the first line of defense for our property management team. What's our topic today, Kathy?
Our topic today is a caretaker. If you're going to leave your property vacant for more than a couple of weeks, you may want to consider a caretaker, someone who has the skills and resources available to handle all those unexpected property needs. Recently, after one of our afternoon rainstorms, a lady was being interviewed by our local news, standing in the middle of a flooded out neighborhood, and said she was the caretaker or person in charge of her neighbor's home while her neighbor was away. She was clearly frustrated. She didn't know what her next steps were going to be. Her home was not flooded, but she had this added piece of her neighbor and not knowing what to do with that. This was causing her frustration, and it is a level of responsibility that is pretty tough on someone that doesn't have the resources available that a professional would have.
Well, there's certain reasons that you might need a caretaker service. For one, if you're going to be away from your home for more than 30 days, you need someone inspecting it and recording the time and the date that they were inspecting it, because insurance companies may refuse to pay even if a water leak happened and you supposedly are covered. They won't cover it because they say the house wasn't seen, it was left unattended, it was kind of abandoned. The other thing is, you may have purchased an investment property and then discovered that you cannot lease it out for at least a year, or in some cases 2, and so it may have to sit vacant, and you're not occupying it, so you need some eyes on that property to see that nothing is happening, even the grass being mowed and the lawn or the pool being taken care of. Thirdly, you may never want a tenant in your property because you're going to occasionally use it yourself, or your family's going to use it, or you've been transferred for a whole year or more to another location. Maybe even out of the country. But you do want to make sure that you safeguard your property. You want to be careful about choosing a caretaker. I would suggest to you that good, solid property management companies probably offer that caretaker service. If you would like to know more about how to protect your property and also protect yourself from losing friends and good family relations, go to rentahomewithus.com. Contact us. We'll be happy to talk to you about someone to look after your vacant home.